What's good, shooters? It's your boy Gutter CEO. We got two stocks for you to watch this week called Hims and Hers and Toast. Hims and Hers, ticker symbol HIMS. Toast, ticker symbol TOST. We also got potential rate cuts next month in September. And we looking at Jackson Hole this week. The Fed gonna be speaking. They're gonna give us a little bit more insight on what's going on. If we do happen to get rate cuts next month, that's gonna trigger significant growth within the economy. And we can expect the market to keep continuing to the upside like we've been doing these last 2-3 months. First thing I'm gonna need you to do is like, share, and subscribe. It's free, bro. It's free. So why are we picking these two stocks? One is the rate cut speculation, more so because of the rotation in the sectors. Healthcare and fintech are those two main sectors that a lot of traders are eyeing for money to be shifting over away from the big tech and the Magnificent Seven. So 3 quick reasons why we're looking at Hims. 1, they the leader in that telehealth sector. 2, they're oversold with strong growth in revenue. And 3, the entire healthcare sector is undervalued. So we know we're gonna start seeing some money shift over there. And with them already being in oversold conditions, this is probably one of the companies we're gonna see a lot of traders start dumping some bread into. So the 3 reasons we're looking at Toast. 1 is they in the fintech industry, or in fintech sector, should I say, and they giving restaurants a cloud-based option for all their financial needs, getting them away from the cash and the books and all that stuff, and allowing them to make that a cloud-based solution and cleaning up everything. The second reason we're looking at Toast is this cyclical upside that we're seeing that's possibly going to be paired with a rate cut next month in September, and it's going to give that extra boost it need to go ahead and get back into bullish territory. The third reason we're looking at Toast is because it's an undervalued growth stock. And what we do when we see them shooters? Lock and load, because we finna get to shooting. So with all that being said, we're gonna go over a little bit of technicals, and then we're gonna look at some trading plans or some ideas that may come into play in the Sharpshooters trading group. So we'll go over it a little bit in this video, but in order to get our actual trades, you have to join the team, cuz. Alright, bet. So let's jump in the chart. So here we go. We got Hims first. First thing I'm seeing is Hims is at this previous support level that is touched around this 41, 42 price range. And we touched here back in June 26th. From the 23rd to the 26th, we consolidated there. Then we pushed up to these highs around $70. Now we back around those lows right there, 42. We consolidated there and broke out back in May. So that's what I'm seeing right now. We're also approaching this 200 MA, which we may not get all the way there with us being oversold down here on the RSI. We've gotten down to about 25 on the RSI, which is another level that we typically bounce from. If we go back and look, we typically don't get too much further down in that 25 range on the RSI, and if we do, we can definitely expect to be pushing higher. But yeah, we're below that 25 range right here on our RSI, so that's another reason why we can expect some potential upside from Hims. And if we get down here and touch this 200 MA, we definitely should be averaging into that position and expecting to bounce back to the upside. So we looked at our fundamentals and we looked at our technicals. Once we get those paired together, we already know what we're doing, shooters. We lock and load. We lock and load. We're finna get to shooting. Now let's move over to Toast. They looking pretty similar on the chart. They're at the area around 42. Ironically, they're at the same price point of 42. The previous level of consolidation and support, and another level that we had once broke highs, previous highs from back in February. These were highs right here at 42. We broke those in May, and then we retested, consolidated, and we took off. We back at that level now, retesting those previous highs and support. We also oversold on the RSI down here. Now we're not as oversold as we were on Hims, but we're still getting down here to a level that's showing us previously that we can bounce from here. We often will bounce from here, this area. So right here, we're expecting the same thing to happen. We're expecting that to bounce and push to the upside. Bounce, push to the upside. So we also looked at the we looked at the fundamentals on Toast. Now that we got the technicals on the charts that's pairing with the fundamentals, we already know what we're doing, shooters. We lock and load, so we finna get to shooting. So today we gave y'all 2 targets to watch. Here, Sharpshooter Stocks, your boy Gutter CEO. We gave you the technicals, the fundamentals, and we gave you some potential ways to make trades on this stock. Join Sharpshooter to see how we gonna trade it, how we gonna get to that bag, how we gonna get to them profits. You feel me?